Travis, just your overall thoughts on how the game went tonight and the emotions that you and your group are going through right now.
Obviously disappointing. Yeah, that's a good hockey team. They beat us tonight and deserved to win. Our goalie gave us a chance again. Not much else to say. Obviously hurts. We got a bunch of guys that are upset right now, and that's the way it's supposed to be. The Stanley Cup's hard to win. Should hurt when you lose.
Jim Morris, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Travis, for taking the time tonight. Through this whole run, did you learn anything about your team you didn't know before, or did anything come out to you that you hadn't anticipated this team could do?
Oh, man, I don't know. I think when you come into a situation like this, where you got 10 guys that haven't played playoff hockey before, there's, probably internally in your mind, there's some question marks. But I've never once not believed in our group and their ability to compete and want to win. I thought our team, they grew as the playoffs went on. I thought after the first loss against Minnesota, since that game, our confidence grew and grew. And to the point where even when we were down 3-1 in this series, we still felt like they could come back and win. They did. Here 0-0 with 6 minutes left in the series, we were close.
Daniel Wagner.
After a game like that, where it is so close, like you say, with 6 minutes left, is it hard not to look at those power play opportunities and see those as a missed opportunity to turn the tide in a game that was tilted against you? Yeah,
I mean, it's easy to say that. They did a really good job killing against us, and obviously would like to have got a power play goal.
Go back to Brennan Batchelor, Sportsnet.
Travis, you touched on it briefly, but what can you say about Thatcher's performance again tonight as a guy that had to come in a pretty difficult situation here and gave you guys a chance to win every night he had to play?
Man, did he ever. Almost to a man, you could say how proud you are of our group, and definitely he's one of them. Whenever you see a young player have success as a coach, you're happy for them, because ultimately you want all your players to succeed. You want them to do well for themselves and obviously do well for the team. So, I'm happy for Demmer. I've been with him a while, and it was good to see him raised to this level.
Take the next question upstairs in the media center. Ian McIntyre, Sportsnet.
Hey, Travis, I know that along the way you didn't want any part of a discussion about experience and what benefits you might have other than just trying to win. Now that you've been through it, how much do you think these 5 weeks here will help your team next year and beyond?
Well, they will immensely. To think that I don't think any people thought we'd be a goal away from going to the semifinals, and what our team has gone through, the mental part, the physical part, it'll help our group. It'll help our group next year. It'll help us in 5 years. There's not many times you go into a playoffs, with 10 guys playing their first playoff game and you win a Stanley Cup. You've got to go through a lot of times and learn. You got to fall, you got to get up, you got to fall and get up and learn how hard it is. And, this was a good experience for our guys, and we'll be a lot better for it.
Fifth game in 7 nights, and you obviously had a bunch of guys who were playing hurt. How hard was it just to find energy tonight? Did it look like the tank was a little bit empty?
A little bit. I felt like it. I mean, they're a big, strong, fast team. I know we left everything out there. Our guys were coming off the ice panting and tired, and it's easy to say you're tired. It's game 7. You've played a lot of games. I think 17 games in 34 days, but we're not going to use that as an excuse. We still had a chance to win the hockey game.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take the last question for Coach Thomas Strantz, The Athletic.
Travis, I'm sure this is difficult to do in the midst of the disappointment and as you begin to head into an uncertain offseason, but are you able to contextualize what this experience has meant to you personally and meant to you also as a leader of this group?
I don't know. It's probably hard to really think about that right now, to be honest. You know, you're running pretty hot here for a couple months, and all you care about is winning and resetting after game after game. When you lose it, there's nothing worse than losing. And you know, thinking about the positives right now about it is hard, to be honest. But you're definitely always going to learn things as a player, as a coach, and I feel like I'm probably a better coach today than I was 2 months ago.
And when you consider how close this series was, but also the gap that was perhaps indicated by the shot counter, by some of what your club implemented to hang and make it so, do you think about, in addition to how much you learned and the growth of the team, how much further this group has to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not probably going to, we'll sit at the end of the year and talk about our team. And, you know, you're always looking to improve your group. Teams that win cups look to improve their team the next year. And, you know, as an organization, we're going to keep pushing till we get to that level where, you know, ultimately we want to win a Stanley Cup, and that's our goal.